Hi, welcome to 2020 Tasty Treats with GourmetQuilter. We're doing 20 delicious treats this year and each one has 20 different parts. So it's going to be quite a busy year. We're on to some applique trees in this lot. So there's 20 different trees to make. There's a diagram over here of all 20. We've already started, so this is the start of my forest. We've already done 8 trees, so we're up to tree number 9. So it's all looking pretty exciting in that forest. So if you've registered with GourmetQuilter.com to receive the pattern, this is what you'll have for tree number 9. There's a diagram here of the finished tree. There's the shapes here ready to trace. So I've gone ahead, I've traced all mine onto paperback fusible web. I've cut them all out and I've cut my background out. So this is just a little skinny tree. So this one is possibly related to a poplar, but I don't really know a lot about trees. I just know that poplars are tall and skinny. So I've got my shapes here ready to trace, to fuse on. So I'm going to start by putting my tree trunk on. Now we do need to remember we're going to lose 1/4 inch all the way around our blocks. So we just want to remember that when we're positioning, particularly on something that's quite skinny like this one. However, we can do this. So just keep an eye on your side seams there. It's quite close, but there is room to take 1/4 inch either side, and that's looking pretty good so far. And then it's got these green things on it. I'm not sure what these are, but they look quite fun. These trees mostly are from my imagination, although they do resemble trees. They do have trunks and greenery in some cases. This is how I like trees to be. They behave themselves, they don't blow away, they don't fall apart. So I've gone ahead and got that ready now, and I'm just ready to iron it. Once everything's ready, we can iron it in place, because it's going to stay there once it's ironed. And then I'm going to free motion applique, so I'm going to place a stabilizer behind. There's lots of different stabilizers that you could use. But I like to use something like this. This is a lightweight cotton batting, and I'm just going to iron that on top. It just helps hold it in place. It's not fusible. And then I'm ready to take it to the sewing machine and do some stitching on it. So I'm going to be free motion stitching. So I'm going to do the whole green tree and the trunk, and then I'll have to do these 5 smaller green elongated dots, and I'll have to do those separately. So I'll go ahead and get started and show you how I do the free motion. So I'm going to do the trunk first, and then I can skip on to the tree. So I've just got a regular sewing thread in, just 100% cotton, 50 weight, and a regular sewing needle. My stitches will come out fairly small because I'm concentrating quite hard to stay on my applique. So I've just skipped straight onto the green there, and now I can come all the way around on that green part. And the beauty of these small shapes is that you can turn them as you go. So I've finished going around the green, and I'm just on these last couple of long dots. So when I'm doing the free motion like this, when I'm starting and stopping, I do a couple of stitches on top of each other, and that helps lock the thread off. And then I can just cut the threads away, because it's all locked. And there is our tall skinny tree. Sometimes we just need a little skinny tree to go into a little skinny place. So here we've got our skinny tree, and we're going to pop that up here in amongst our forest, because we've got big trees and little trees and skinny trees and fat trees, and who knows what else we're going to have coming up. And so that was tree number 9, thank you. And if you're interested, please have a look on gourmetquilter.com. Otherwise, we'll see you back here again for tree number 10.